UT Martin head coach Jason Simpson, the Skyhawks, coming off a OVC opening win over Lindenwood, now 15th in one of the national polls. They battle in-state foe Tennessee Tech on Saturday. So, Coach, just some thoughts on your team, and we'll go to some questions.
All right, great. Obviously glad to be back at home. We lost 2 games in a row. So to get a win was something we desperately needed. Obviously got us to 1-0 in the conference. We've been fortunate enough to win 8 straight games now here at home in Hardy Graham Stadium. I thought the offense obviously played well, did some good things. Defensively, not real pleased with our effort and execution. Give Lindenwood, some credit for that. Their offensive guys played harder than our defensive guys. So, certainly challenged our defense because that was not, accepted standard of play that we want to be about. So, thought our kicking game was solid. Thought Tyler Larco played well in the kicking game as our punter and kicker. So hopefully we'll continue to grow in our special teams as well.
What was the difference in the third quarter? Was it the halftime adjustments or whatever? But obviously 21 points that you all came out and scored and held them to 0.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was more. We only had 4 drives in the first half and scored on 2 of those 4. One of them was a 3 and out. Probably wasn't a very good play call by me. Only had the ball 4 times. And scoring 2 out of the 4. Got a stop on defense and got the ball back and got a turnover 2 in the third quarter. So, that was good. And our defense did get 2 turnovers and scored on defense. So, that was encouraging. So I think it was a combination. We played a little harder in the third quarter with more sense of urgency.
So Zach Wallace had a 97-yard touchdown run. I want to ask you about Sam Franklin in a minute, but Zach obviously 15 touchdowns last year, playing with Peyton now. He's the number 1 guy. Just what have you seen out of him now through these first couple games?
Well, Zach's he's a good player. He's a good person. He's a good leader. Very fortunate to have, watched Zach grow up, in his career here. And, we think a lot of Zach, and obviously want to get the ball in his hands. Obviously, I thought the offensive line played a big role. They really responded after a bad performance against Boise State. We had some rough practices, tough practices around here this week, but I thought the offensive line really performed well. And it was their best performance this far. Concerning Sam, Sam's a good player. He's a young player. He's learning how to play the tailback position. He's very explosive. He runs a good pad level. He's getting better every week. And I thought all 3 backs did some good things. Jordan Castleberry being the 3rd back throughout the game.
You mentioned your offensive line was said before. They did not allow a sack again, only the 1 sack this year. Now, as you got people healthy and whatever, do you keep seeing this offensive line is going to get better? Are they playing where they should be, or there's still obviously room for improvement?
Well, they did this past week. And so, we talked as a team about being consistent. I don't think, we're looking for as a team, all 3 units to be able to, play together and complement each other. We haven't done that. Defense played well against Boise. Offense didn't. Offense had some success against Missouri State. Defense gave up some big plays. So, we're searching for that consistency, but the offensive line, will had a good game. I'm going to give credit where credit's due. They played very well. Play a good opponent this week, so hopefully that they'll be able to match that intensity and execution.
So you referenced Tennessee Tech. They've had their last 2 games come down to the final 30 seconds of the game. So what have you seen from them on film?
I think a lot of Coach Alexander. And I think of him as a friend and an ally, and I appreciate him and what he does for this profession. Now that he's been there extended period of time, he's got his stamp on the program, got his players in there. And I said this early in the week, I think this is his best team that we've coached against since he's been there. So, they play hard. They're coached hard. They've added the quarterback now into the fold, which makes him hard to defend. As he's such a good runner and makes that offense go. So we got our hands full. So luckily we're at home. Hopefully we can take advantage of that and looking forward to second opportunity. Big homecoming week for us here at Martin. So it's a big week for us. we hope our team can do their part and contribute to the homecoming festivities.
And you referenced the winning streak at home. Obviously, everybody likes to play at home, but it seems you've had the good crowds and just the last 2 years of success and some big wins too.
No doubt. I brought that up to the team, last week going to the game, and then addressed it, yesterday. Somebody said, "Well, what's contributed to that success?" Well, first and foremost, good players. Okay. Second, we have a point to prove. It's a program with a chip on their shoulder. We have a mantra that you're going to have to beat us, and you're going to have to buckle it up when you come play us here at home. That's the mindset that we try to have, and so that's something that the previous team and the previous, going back to 2020, of kids that kind of bought into that culture, and it's it's gone through the locker room.
And it's a Sergeant York Trophy game, so you all have that trophy, and you obviously want to keep it. So when you play these in-state foes that are in the OVC, I know every game is important, but it just seemed like that game you have to beat those opponents.
No doubt. The Sergeant York's very important to me personally and to us. I mean, it's currently in the building. I take a sense of pride when I see it every day. I hope the players do as well. I've complained to you for several years about how the wins and losses of that thing is set up. And I did that kind of tongue in cheek because it's important to me. Okay. I respect the other schools in our state, in the state of Tennessee, that participate in this trophy. So I think it's great competition. It's a great thing here in the OVC that we have. So we know this. In order to win the conference championship, you have to win the Sergeant York Trophy. It goes hand in hand. So we value it, and that's another thing on the line this week.
Last question, I'll let you go. I just want to ask, your son got to play again this weekend. Can you talk about that now? Excuse me. Now he's in college, you're all playing the same day of the week. I just kind of get your thoughts on being proud of him and what he's doing at Alabama.
It stinks. I love my job, and I love being a part of the competition and helping other players reach their goals and dreams. But as a dad, it can be bittersweet. My wife and daughter, and then my youngest son, that would kind of split time, whether to be here with dad or go to Tuscaloosa. So it's tough, but we'll see going forward. If he plays more in the years to come, that'd be tough. But very blessed for him to have the opportunity, and for me to be able to be a head coach here at UT Martin.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Coach. Appreciate your time. Good luck on Saturday, and we'll talk to you next Tuesday.
Hey, thank you, guys. Appreciate it.